Have you ever scratched your head wondering why it seems so easy for some people to amass wealth while others struggle paycheck to paycheck? The difference often lies not in the amount of money one initially has, but rather in the financial habits they cultivate. So in today's video, we will delve into the fascinating comparison of habits of the rich versus those of the less financially fortunate. This could literally be the game changer you've all been waiting for. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. They overspend on non-essential items. Financially disadvantaged people often struggle to manage their finances properly, leading to unnecessary waste of money on luxuries. And because immediate needs often precede other concerns, setting financial goals like saving and investing can be challenging. This practice may jeopardize long-term financial stability, since it perpetuates cycles of poverty. Those who are wealthy, on the other hand, place a high value on financial responsibility and smart money management, as well as investments in assets that produce wealth over the long term. Those who are already affluent may increase their wealth and build a more better stable financial foundation by focusing on the spending habits and focusing on their long-term financial objectives. Number 2. They do not seek professional financial advice. Wealthy people know the benefits of practical financial and asset management judgments. By consulting with financial specialists, these individuals can get valuable knowledge and strategies that enable them to grow financially and protect their wealth effectively. These experts provide risk management, tax minimization, and investment planning expertise. On the other hand, those with little financial means may be hesitant to seek such counsel due to their perception of the associated costs or their level of financial illiteracy. Accessing financial advice is a crucial component of wealth management for those in a position to pay for it, since it can significantly impact both the short-term and the long-term growth and the stability of one's finances. Number 3. They pay less attention to long-term financial planning. People living in poverty usually deal with pressing financial difficulties, such as providing for their basic needs and paying their bills, leaving little time for long-term planning. If they need adequate access to resources or sufficient financial understanding, it may be easier to visualize and formulate goals for their financial future. This might lead to a lack of preparation for retirement, investments, and savings, which would keep individuals in a low-paying job and perpetuate poverty. On the other hand, the wealthy are mindful of the significance of engaging in a long-term financial planning and strategically using this knowledge to safeguard their futures and their families. Number 4. They lack investments. Investing is a significant financial strategy that wealthy people employ to enhance their assets and produce passive income. Rich people utilize this strategy to acquire wealth. They put their money into various things, including businesses, houses, and stocks. On the other hand, living in poverty can make it extremely challenging to come up with the spare money for investments, and it may also lead to a mentality that is more focused on meeting immediate requirements than achieving long-term financial success. Two factors that can further contribute to the perpetuation of the wealth gap is the lack of financial awareness and the limited exposure to investment possibilities. Number 5. They live beyond their means. Poor individuals may be more likely to fall prey to this trap for various reasons, including societal pressures, a lack of financial awareness, or expenditures that were not anticipated. Because of this, individuals may have a difficult time breaking free of a cycle of economic instability and may rack up further debt. On the other hand, the wealthy place a great importance on financial management practices such as creating a budget, saving money, and investing it to maintain financial stable lifestyle and progressively build up their fortune. It is the key to provide access to tools that encourage responsible spending, budgeting, and financial education to address this behavior, ultimately resulting in better financial stability and wellness for all the people. Number 6. They rely heavily on credit. When poor people don't have enough money, they may turn to credit as a short-term solution. Nevertheless, doing so might initiate a cycle of debt that can lead to financial hardship. Borrowers may have a more difficult time paying off their debt because of high credit fees and interest rates. which may also hinder their ability to accumulate money over the long run. On the other hand, wealthy people typically have easier access to cash and are less reliant on credit to meet their day-to-day financial needs. This highlights how important it is to have access to resources and knowledge about finances and to keep debt under control and attain a state of financial stability. Number 7. They ignore financial education. Because of our preemptive posture regarding monetary education, rich people are better positioned to make informed choices, recognize opportunities for making money, and cope with complex financial situations. They can optimize their wealth and economic progress by educating themselves on investing, spending, and tax planning. Due to their devotion to furthering their financial knowledge, wealthy individuals are often better able to manage their wealth in a purposeful and self-assured manner, ultimately leading to an improved long-term financial success. On the other hand, poor people may have different access to financial education, which may hinder their capability to improve their financial situations and begin a cycle of delayed economic development. Number 8. They don't take calculated risks. Successful people typically take risks they have carefully considered when beginning new firms or deciding on finances. They exploit circumstances that have the potential to provide big rewards by thoughtfully analyzing the possible benefits and cons of the scenario in question. But poor people, on the other hand, may be more risk-averse because they're concerned about losing what little they do have. This worry stems from the fact that they have so little to begin with. Because of the absence of financial security and safety nets, poor people may be dissuaded from taking risks that may improve their financial situation. When it comes to the accumulation of money and attainment of monetary success, those already wealthy typically differentiate themselves from those who are less well off by their inclination to take chances. Number 9. They don't diversify their income source. Instead of relying on just one source of cash, you should earn income from a range of different sources if you want to diversify your sources of income successfully. Diversification lowers exposure to risks and helps develop a more stable financial foundation, both of which are important to wealthy individuals. By investing in various businesses, initiatives, or assets, they can create many revenue streams that are synergetic with one another. On the other hand, poor people often lack the means and the skills necessary to diversify their income, which leaves them vulnerable to experiencing financial hardships if their primary source of income deteriorates. Number 10. They neglect health and self-care. Poor people are more likely to disregard their health care because they have limited access to high-quality medical treatment and because their financial situation constrains them to do so. People may put off going to the doctor, forego preventive maintenance, and overlook their overall health if they need more means. On the other hand, wealthy people have more financial flexibility to invest in their health, enabling them to receive superior medical treatment, frequent examinations, and alternatives for leading a healthier life. As a result, for their disparity, the poor may endure a cycle of deteriorating health concerns, which makes it difficult for them to improve their financial status and further expands the wealth gap. Number 11. They don't network. The rich purposely use their networks to open doors, leading to a rise in their fortunes. They know the importance of cultivating long-lasting relationships with industry giants in their respective sectors. These connections may result in partnerships, joint ventures, access to data and resources, and other type of collaboration. On the other hand, poor people may have different access to influential networks due to limits imposed by society and the economy. Number 12. They need to set clear financial goals. Rich people know that precisely defining their goals is one of the most critical factors in obtaining financial success. They may build viable methods to achieve their objectives by identifying precise targets, such as retirement savings, starting a company, or paying off debts. This will allow them to make progress towards achieving their goals. Having well-defined financial goals may help an individual maintain direction, motivation, and a feeling of purpose in their decision-making process about their finances, making it easier for them to maintain concentration and self-control. These objectives also serve as a benchmark against which progress may be measured, allowing for adjustments to be made as appropriate. Number 13. They need to prioritize education. Poor people may need help prioritizing the education since they have a smaller pool of high-quality educational opportunities. This might make it more challenging to break out of the cycle of poverty because education is one of the most critical factors in moving forward in one's career. Insufficient resources, poor infrastructure, and higher associated costs may limit their ability to pursue more education or get an appropriate education. Many people would have difficulty acquiring the knowledge and skills necessary to improve their work and prospects or break out of the cycle of poverty if they did not have the access to education of the sufficient quality. Number 14. They give into impulsive spending. Poor people are more likely to make impulsive purchases to find comfort or temporary relief from their situation. They may not ultimately realize the repercussions of such spending habits since they do not have a firm financial foundation or access to financial education, making it more challenging to deal with their financial difficulties. People need to have a greater access to financial education and support networks that help them to make good decisions and break the cycle of impulsive spending for them to be able to overcome this barrier. This will, in the end, result in a long-term financial security and wellness. Last but not the least, number 15. They lack financial safety nets. The lack of proper financial safety nets such as insurance or money set aside for emergencies can render poor people susceptible during times of difficulty. If there are no safety nets in place, unanticipated circumstances such as a medical emergency or job loss might lead to significant financial challenges. On the other hand, affluent people typically have greater access to resources that may serve as a safety net in times of crisis. This allows them to deal with challenges without enduring undue financial strain. So, what habits do you think you will stop or adopt? On the other hand, what lessons have you picked that the rich do and you should also do? Leave some comments down below. Meanwhile, if you join the squad and hit the subscribe button, you'll unlock a treasure trove of the latest videos on financial planning and budgeting. Plus, don't forget to peek below in the description where you'll discover a magical link to the monthly budget trackers. Believe me, these trackers will work like financial wizards, making managing your money an absolute breeze. So why wait? Subscribe now and dive deep into the fantastic world of financial awesomeness. Your wallet will be doing a happy dance and your future self will be forever grateful. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.